So, you're looking for the right dog trainer here in Minnesota? Well, you've come to the right place. We're going to walk through exactly how to find the perfect match for you and your dog.
Living in Minnesota is pretty special. One day you're in a Minneapolis city park, the next you're on a trail up on the North Shore. And having a well-trained dog with you just makes every single one of those adventures that much better.
So here's how we're going to break it all down. We've got 4 simple parts to guide you through making a great choice.
Okay, first up, training for life here in Minnesota. Let's get into why having that local focus really matters.
A good local trainer gets it. They know we need our dogs to handle a crowded farmer's market in St. Paul, but also stay cool when a deer pops out on a trail near Duluth. And let's not forget those sub-zero winter walks. It's all about building skills for the real world that your dog lives in every day.
All right, now let's figure out how to find your perfect training match. And that starts by getting really clear on what your dog's specific needs are.
Before you even open a single website or make a call, you've got to ask yourself this question. What am I actually trying to achieve here? Are we talking basic manners, or is there a specific behavior you need to work on? Nailing this down first makes everything else so much easier.
Maybe you've got a brand new puppy and it's all about socialization and potty training. Or maybe you're dealing with some serious leash pulling on your neighborhood walks. Knowing your goal, whether it's basic obedience or behavior modification, helps you find the right kind of specialist. Okay, so you basically have 2 main paths you can go down: group classes or in-home training. Group classes, they're fantastic for socialization and learning to focus with other dogs around. But if the problem is happening in your house, like barking at the doorbell or jumping on guests, in-home training lets you work on it right there in the moment.
Okay, so you know what you're looking for. Now comes the big part, choosing the right person for the job. This is all about checking out their methods and their credentials.
Today, the best trainers use what's called positive reinforcement. It's pretty simple, really. It's all about rewarding the behaviors you want to see, using things like treats or praise. This isn't just about teaching sit or stay. It's about building a real, trusting relationship with your dog.
And this is so important to hear. You want to avoid any trainer who relies on fear or pain. Those methods are outdated for a reason. They can seriously damage trust, and honestly, they often create a whole new set of problems.
Now here's something you really need to know about Minnesota specifically. The state doesn't license dog trainers. That means it's totally up to you, the owner, to do your homework and check for professional certifications. They're your best guide to quality.
I know, this looks like a bunch of alphabet soup, right? But these letters after a trainer's name are a really good sign. They mean that person has passed tough exams and is committed to professional, ethical standards. Think of it as a seal of approval. So think of this as your interview script. When you're talking to a potential trainer, ask them these questions. You want to hear them talk about positive methods, you want to see those certifications we just mentioned, and you want a plan that's customized for your dog, not some cookie-cutter approach.
Last but not least, let's get into the practical side of things. We're talking costs and a few local rules you should probably be aware of. This chart gives you a pretty good ballpark for what to expect. A package of group classes might run a couple $100s, while a private lesson is usually priced per session. And just a heads up, prices in the metro area might be a little on the higher end of these ranges.
And great training goes beyond just your house or your yard. It's about being a good neighbor. Knowing your local leash laws and that statewide reasonable control rule helps keep our shared spaces safe and fun for everybody. Hey, and for anyone out there with a rescue dog, this is for you. The 3-3-3 rule is an absolute lifesaver for setting expectations. It reminds you that it takes time, days, weeks, even months for a dog to decompress and truly feel at home. A good trainer will totally get this and work with it. And that right there, that really pulls it all together, doesn't it? It's not just one thing. It's the expert help, the right methods, and then your consistency that all come together to create that confident, happy dog.
We wish you the very best of luck in your search, because having a well-trained dog makes everything from having friends over to just walking down the street so much easier and more enjoyable. It really does strengthen that amazing bond you share, and it just opens up a whole new world of adventures you can have together.